I am Thaddeus Pawlowski. I'm an urban designer for the Department of City Planning in New York. And since Hurricane Sandy, I've been working as a planning advisor in the Mayor's Office of Housing Recovery Operations. At the Urban Design Office, we've been working on a lot of different projects to transform neighborhoods, to make strategic investments in infrastructure, and to work with private developers to try to help them do the best project that they can. When Hurricane Sandy hit New York, part of the challenge was to understand not just how many houses were affected, but how they were affected and how they would have to be rebuilt in a way that would make them safe for the future storms. We have been working on the city's coastal storm plan, which developed a way for the city to evacuate and shelter a population after a storm. But the coastal storm plan did not address where people would live after the storm. And to some, this was a logistics problem or an engineering problem, but I saw it as a design problem. And I saw that what happened in New Orleans after Katrina was actually a failure in design, as people either left New Orleans altogether or were forced to live in these substandard FEMA villages outside of the city. I spent a lot of time working with people in neighborhoods, getting to know individuals who were affected by Hurricane Sandy, and hearing their stories and hearing about their personal challenges. And it was clear to me that a lot of their challenges had a direct relationship with the state of their housing and the state of the infrastructure in their neighborhood, issues that clearly are design related. What we can do, I discovered, was give a sense of comfort and a sense of agency to people who were affected by the storm by listening to their issues and then actually visualizing what the issues were and then what potential solutions might be. So listening and drawing is basically what we do. We set up the What If New York City competition to have designers focus on a neighborhood scale. New Yorkers love their neighborhoods, and the results from the competition showed that many of the architects believed that the solution was modular housing. We put together a playbook for post-disaster urban design. The idea was that by keeping people close to home, in fact in their neighborhoods, that we could allow them to be part of a democratic and thorough planning process during the recovery. My belief in design and the power of design really comes from my parents. My father is an architect. He actually was an architect in my hometown, Johnstown, Pennsylvania, which is a place that was destroyed by floods 3 times. My mother was a community activist, and she helped the neighborhood rebuild itself by taking over some abandoned factories and turning them into art spaces. I've had great role models in the power of design. My group of fellow Loebs this year are some of the most amazing people I've ever met. They bring expertise in many areas and questions that are now my questions. I think that learning together is going to be a fantastic experience for all of us.